A few weeks ago, I was on Facebook and came across a post that at first glance alarmed me. The wording and the tone of it made me read it twice. Without context, this is how it went. I was just accosted by this ad that is hateful towards me. It is anti this and anti that, and I'm livid. I reported the ad, and if you're my friend and care about me, I'm begging you to do the same. The comments underneath the post were all outraged friends being offended for them. And so, being the observer that I am, I just had to see what was so offensive. Now, of course, I do not condone hate speech, but when I looked into this offensive ad, it was actually just a different opinion from theirs. Have you noticed more people are overly offended and lashing out? Especially on social media, where people grow digital cojones and jump on the groupthink bandwagon. We are seeing a surge of fear and uncertainty in the world, and the pressure to pick sides between what's right and what's wrong is the norm. From what I can see, this just amplifies the division and keeps us in a state of fear, often blaming others for our unhappiness. Now, we've all been offended before. It's a normal reaction to an emotional wound that has not been healed. And with it often comes the need to defend ourselves. Personally, I spent the better half of my life being offended and triggered. It deteriorated my self-esteem and turned into anxiety. And we see anxiety is on the rise. At the beginning of my personal development journey, I learned the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. The second agreement, don't take anything personally, has been the most difficult one for me to integrate. Don states that when we take something personally, it's like drinking poison the offender just offered you. I drank a lot of poison over my life. Logically, I understood this lesson, but it still kept happening. And 8 years ago, I found a radical solution to my problem. Training as a radical forgiveness coach taught me how to own my judgments and my feelings. They were simply my perspective based on my upbringing and past experiences. Like anything, it takes time to work through pain points. And I learned that I can only change myself. And in doing that, I affect others in positive ways. I've guided thousands of people to forgive the past, and they always connect it to a pattern of emotional pain that is playing out in their lives. We look at where we get triggered to uncover the false beliefs, and then we radically transform them. This is the secret to not being offended. And my clients feel empowered to set healthy boundaries in their lives, because once they shift their perspective, they are no longer bothered by what other people think, say, or do. What if we learn to have compassion and understanding that it's not always about us when someone else thinks differently or lashes out? What if collectively we could change the narrative and recognize that being offended is our own work to do? I want to flip the script on this problem. So if you're sick of drinking the poison, listen up, because I'm going to show you how to stop being offended and choose peace in 4 simple steps.